Welcome to my channel. This is my next session in relays. Let us discuss some MCQs in this case. The question number 1 is carrier current protection scheme is normally option A high voltage transmission line only, option B high voltage cable solely, option C high voltage transmission lines only, option D none of the above. And before discussing the answer, let's see what is carrier current protection scheme. Carrier current protection scheme is mainly used for protection of transmission lines and in which the receiver converts the received carrier current into the DC voltage that can be used in the relay or other circuit for the desired function. So by the definition itself, you are supposed to know that the carrier current protection scheme is normally a high voltage transmission line protection only. The option is A. Okay. And the second question. Second question is the ratio of reset to pickup current for an induction cup relay is approximately. So the induction cup relay ratio of reset to pickup current value. Okay. The induction cup relay has the principle similar to that of split phase induction motor. Okay. And as like the any other relay, any electromagnetic relay, the induction cup relay does not depends upon the means of air gap or the magnetic circuit, right? So it depends upon the case of control spring torque. It depends only upon the case of control spring torque. So we needs to possess some pickup value. Normally in case of induction cup relay, the pickup value is in between 95 to 99 percentage. Okay. By this value, the options given are option A 0.99, option B 1.01, option C 0.75, option D none of the above. So the ratio of reset to pickup current for an induction cup relay is approximately 0.99. Since the pickup value lies in between 95% to 99%. And the next question, question number 3. The ratio of the rotation of disc of an induction disc relay under the poles is. So before going into the option, let's see what is the induction disc relay. Induction disc relay is a type of induction relay, and there are 3 different types of induction relays: induction cup structure, induction disc structure, and the watt-hour meter structure. And as said earlier, induction disc relay it doesn't depend upon the air gap or the magnetic flux. It depends upon only the control to spring torque ratio. And the induction disc relay, by the name itself, it consists of a disc in between the upper and the lower half of the structure. The disc rotates from the unshaded pole to the shaded pole. From the options given are option A from unshaded pole to shaded pole, option B from shaded pole to unshaded pole, option C it depends upon the magnitude of current, it depends upon the current secondary connection, that is CT secondary connection. So rotation of disc of an induction disc relay under the poles is from unshaded pole to the shaded pole. The option is option A. And question number 4. Question number 4 is, if the time of operation of the relay for unity TMS is nothing but time multiplier setting is 10 seconds. The time of operation for 0.5 TMS will be, what will be the time of operation for 0.5 time multiplier setting? The options given are 20 seconds, option B 5 seconds, option C 10 seconds, option D none of the above. So here the answer is option B 5 seconds. What is TMS? TMS is nothing but the time multiplier setting of any relay, and depending upon the time set here, the relay operates. So how this value 5 seconds come? By multiplying the value of 10 into 0.5, we get the 5 seconds. TMS is the time multiplier setting of any relay. And next, the shape of disk of an induction disk relay. What is the shape of disk of the induction disk relay? And we have seen that what is induction disk relay? Induction disk relay is one type of induction relay which has same principle as operation of the split phase induction motor. And since it has the operation similar to that of induction motor, the relay is said to be as the induction disk relay. The induction relay, which consists of 8 pair of poles, and the 8 pair of poles is placed upper and lower of the induction structure, and in between the disk type rotation takes place, and the disk is in the shape of, right? The options given are option A circular, option B spiral, option C elliptical, option D none of the above. The disk shape is spiral, and as discussed earlier in the MCQ, we said the disk starts rotating from the unshaded pole to the shaded pole type. So option for the question number 5 is option B spiral. Next question. Next is percentage bias for the generator protection lies between option A 5 to 10, option B 10 to 15, option C 15 to 20, option D none of the above. And what is the percentage bias? Percentage bias is otherwise also known as differentially relay protection. That is nothing but differential relay protection. And the percentage bias value or the differential value bias protection value for any generator has the value of 5 to 10. The option is option A. Next question. For protection of parallel feeders, feed from one end the relays recorder. For protection of parallel feeders, feed from one end the relays recorder. The option A is non-directional relay at source end, and the directional relay at the load end. B is non-directional relay at the both end. C directional relay at the source end and non-directional at the load end. Option D directional relay at the both end. What is non-directional relay? Relay which doesn't relay which operates irrespective of the flow of current. Irrespective of the flow of current, such relay is said to be as the non-directional relay. What is directional relay? Relay which trips the source current, preventing the source current flowing back into the source. That is, it is directional. So remember that directional relay is always placed at the incoming side, and non-directional relay is always placed at the source side, and the directional relay at the load end. So the options given are non-directional relay at the source side and directional relay at the load end is the correct option for the question number 7. So option A is correct. So I repeat, for the question number 7, for protection of parallel feeders, feed from one end the relays recorder, a non-directional relay at the source end and directional relay at the load end. Non-directional relay, the relay operates irrespective to the current flow, and the directional relay which prevents the flow of current in back to the source. And next, question number 8. The number of pilot wires required for the protecting of three-phase transmission lines using translay system of protection. What is translay protection? The protection which is used to protect the transmission lines and the distribution lines. And let's see what is pilot wire. The pilot wire is nothing but a communication cable which is placed in between the two relay, which is located at the two different ends of the transmission line, or in the case of distribution system, right? So this is nothing but a communication cable. And the question is, what number of pilot wires are required for protecting the three-phase transmission line using translay system of protection? Is we require two number of pilot wires, since we place since the communication takes place only between the two different ends by the means of translay system protection. The option D is the correct answer for the question number 8. And then question number 9. For complete protection of a three-phase line, the options given are 3-phase and 3 earth fault relay are required. Option B, 3-phase and 2 earth fault relays are required. Option C, 2-phase and 2 earth fault relays are required. Option D, 2-phase and 1 earth fault relays are required. The correct option to this is option D, 2-phase and 1 earth fault relays are required. Is nothing but 2-phase and the 1 earth fault relays are required. The 2-phase relays are nothing but 2 overcurrent relays and 1 earth fault relays. For complete protection of a 3-phase transmission line, we require an 2-phase and 1 earth fault relay. Next question. Next is, what the phase comparator in case of, question number 10 is, the phase comparator in case of static relays and electromagnetic relays are normally. What comes into the case of phase comparator? In the phase comparator, we use the op-amps for the comparison. The phase comparators may be, in case of the static relay, it is the cosine comparators, and in case of electromagnetic relay, it is sine comparators. The option is cosine and sine comparators respectively. I repeat, the phase comparators in case of static relay and the electromagnetic relay is normally, the option is option C is nothing but cosine and sine comparators respectively. So these are the questions repeatedly asked in the cases of GATE, TRIAR, BET, NABD and BC examinations. If you like my channel, like, subscribe to your friends. By subscribing, you will get the notification then and there after my uploading. Thank you.